Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, December 19th. You'll be interested to know today is National Emo Day. Did you or do you rock skinny jeans, tight t-shirts, and studded belts? How about jet black hair and long bangs? For many people, the word emo describes a sad teenager who dresses in a very deliberate way. But the emo subculture has a long, storied history that reaches back to the 1980s and continues to resonate today. Get out your best black makeup today and rock on. Only 6 more days until Christmas, folks. Now let's check out the weather in the San Diego area. This morning, it's cloudy and 57 degrees with 77% humidity. Tonight, the sun will set at 4:45 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:46 a.m. It looks like we're in for a day of showers here and there. Mostly cloudy with a high near 68. Southeast wind around 5 miles per hour becoming southwest in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Tonight, showers likely mainly after 11 p.m. Cloudy with a low around 58. South wind around 5 miles per hour becoming calm after midnight. Chance of precipitation is 70%. And now, the surf report. Pacific Beach in South San Diego is still looking good today. The morning is 4 to 5 feet and looking clean. Get your jollies in before Wednesday at 8 a.m. because some rough seas are rolling in through Friday for sure. The new swell is going to be strongest across Southern California through Tuesday morning. Keep in mind that this swell is coming from a unique direction that will favor some atypical zones. Average breaks push waist to chest and shoulder high. Good breaks may be head high, to occasionally a little overhead. The first low tide today, which isn't actually very low, will be 2.4 feet just before 9 a.m. with a 4-foot high tide at 2 p.m. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 62 degrees for the water temperature. In the national weather, a powerful East Coast storm and unsettled conditions for the West are on tap. The storm was racing northward across New England yesterday. Heavy rain, strong wind, and coastal impacts continue. Colder and windy conditions will spread across the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, Appalachians, and to the East Coast. Lake effect snow and upslope flow into the Appalachians will bring snow accumulations and difficult travel conditions. The West Coast will see more rain and some snow. And now a greeting from our sponsor. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in the divine experience of their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny sent you. Apple is set to halt sales of its Apple Watch Series 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2 in the U.S. later this week. This decision follows an international trade commission ruling in a patent dispute with Emo over the blood oxygen sensor technology in the watches. Apple will stop online sales on December 21 and in-store sales after December 24. The ban only affects models with the blood oxygen feature. However, existing models already sold will function normally. Apple disagrees with the order and is exploring legal options to resume sales as soon as possible. The final outcome depends on the conclusion of the presidential review period on December 25th and potential further legal actions by Apple. Now let's talk science news. NASA analysis has identified 17 exoplanets that may have subsurface oceans beneath icy surfaces. These exoplanets are similar in size to Earth, but are less dense and have much colder surface temperatures. Despite the cold surface conditions, internal heat from radioactive decay and tidal forces from their host stars could sustain these oceans. Two of the exoplanets are particularly promising as their oceans could be relatively close to the surface. The study suggests that these planets might have higher rates of geyser activity than Jupiter's moon Europa, making them more likely candidates for detecting geological activity. Fascinating. And in business news, Kitsch, a startup selling devices to fix McDonald's ice cream machines, faced a setback after a 2020 McDonald's email warned against using their product, citing safety hazards. Kitsch claims this was part of a scheme by Taylor, the McDonald's equipment partner, to eliminate competition and not really for safety reasons. An email from Taylor's CEO suggested dissuading franchisees from using Kitsch's product, leading to legal action against Taylor and McDonald's for allegedly conspiring to drive Kitsch out of the market. That sounds spicy. We'll keep an eye on this story as it develops more. Now on to sports. Last night, on Monday Night Football, the Eagles were on the road, in front of the always rowdy Seahawks fans. The Hawks put on a show and came away with a dramatic last-second win, 20-17. On to the NBA. The Lakers at home against the Knicks lost 114-109. Tonight, they are at home against the Knicks. And the Clippers on the road against the Pacers won 151-127. In national hockey. Last night, the Ducks were on the road to take on the Red Wings. They won 4-3. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a National Pilates studio in your area to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in North and South County, San Diego. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits, connecting Pilates to enhanced core strength, improved flexibility, and better posture. It's a well-supported avenue for physical and mental health in just a few dedicated sessions. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. With locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more, be sure to tell them Sunny Mornings sent you by. And now back to the show. In local news, beginning January 1, California will implement new workplace laws requiring employers to adapt. The minimum wage will rise to $16 statewide, with a higher rate in San Diego. Non-compete clauses are largely invalidated, demanding employers to notify affected employees. Off-duty cannabis use becomes a protected activity, affecting hiring and disciplinary practices. Additionally, employees gain expanded leave rights, including increased paid sick leave and bereavement leave for reproductive loss, necessitating policy updates from employers. And in entertainment news, have you ever wondered how many votes it takes to win an Oscar? For the 2024 Oscars, securing a nomination depends on the number of votes in each category. In most categories, the required votes are similar to last year's, with the Best Picture category needing 891 first-place votes if all eligible members participate. The voting process involves a preferential or ranked choice system, where films with the least first-place votes get eliminated and their votes redistributed. Each category's magic number for a nomination is calculated by dividing the number of voters by the number of nominees, plus one, and then rounding up. The exact number of votes needed varies by category and is affected by the size and participation of each Academy branch. I think I should get a vote. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the thought of the day. And this week, it's all Christmas movie quotes. Today, some wise words from the conductor on the Polar Express. The thing about trains, it doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on. So jump on and get in the holiday spirit ASAP. And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends. Whether you're heading to work, an event, or just enjoying the day, stay safe and enjoy yourself to the fullest. We'll be back tomorrow with another Sunny Mornings podcast. Thanks for tuning in.